Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna...
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow, 180! Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Under 10, under 10, 10. Attack, attack. Right side, right side.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 36 yards on the play. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble. Containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A second down run with Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're running. Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Not, especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball. And
this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They run. It's Mark Ingram looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this position.
And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. Now he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Dawson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
We got this. At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, it's Lewis. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check back 15. Switch.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back's mine. 50's the mic.
Now Lewis this here on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got Snead. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete. This is Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Attack! 26 months. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Kill. Hey, 57 colors. 26 months. Attack!
And again, it's Ingram. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Strong right. Everyone go.
On third down, it's Lewis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
Check! Black 80! Check! 48 to Mike! World! 48, wide seconds!
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to fire one. Deep lefts into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Attacking, attack! 26 miles,
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes going to throw. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The second quarter score from KC. The Chargers out to an early lead over the Chiefs. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes, he's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Motion. Yellow.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Steelers.
General West.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Easy. 64.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hey, 43, 15.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 43, 15. Hard tight. 26, hard tight.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Oh, he trucked him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch twist. Watch.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Hold the look, hold the look, hold.
55 side.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Samuels. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try to.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it. And
got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can